Hello, welcome back to Average Gamer Plays Factorio. Now, I said at the end of the last episode that I would take a little break for a couple of hours. It's actually been like a day and a half now since I last played. I think the main reason is that approaching utility science, the yellow science, is always a little bit daunting because of how much is involved with it. So let's just bite the bullet and get on with it, because yeah, we need to start making blue circuits processing units, and I know that that takes an awful lot of resources. But I've built everything before. I've got blueprints for everything. Or certainly sort of for most things. We may have to end up building more red and green circuit factories to be able to feed this, but we'll see how much this can produce and see where we end up. And again, you know, it's not like we have to get a steady 300 science per minute. It's more like we're just doing it to keep everything ticking along. So let's just clear some of this stuff up. Right. Okay, we need to make engine units. That seems to be the simplest place to start. Just start up here a little bit. I don't think I'll reuse any of the existing beacons or anything like that, so oh well, what the hell, no. Don't see any reason why we can't start with that one. That's going to be making engine units. It needs, well, no, we're going to be making gears and pipes first. I already got engine units down here somewhere. Now, okay, let's just copy all this. That's it, It may be that that should be slightly offset. Don't think it actually makes an awful lot of difference. That's got 8. Effect sources, that's only got 6. But 12, 10, 12. Yeah, it's because these are sort of slightly offset from where the rows are on there. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, for this stage. So we will cut that, we'll paste it down over there. Other bots coming in for that. Right, one machine there making engine units. So I think we'll have that filtering on the right for. Okay. Right. Next up, we'll have low density structures. So, right, so hang on, that needs steel and iron, doesn't it? Low density structures, 10 machines making those. And that needs copper and steel and plastic parts. So those all come in off the bus. We've got plastic bars there. We'll need to run this line back up again. In fact, let's make sure that all of this is blue, I think, for plastic bars. Should we make it all blue? No, we'll leave it as red for now. We'll see where we get to. We'll probably just use some... use some blues from there on up. Machines making low density structures. 20 copper plates. We'll have copper plate on a line on its own, and we might even need to do these as two rows of 5. I don't know if there's going to be enough copper plates coming in on here. Now the other thing is, for these, we've got 2 inputs. We need inputs and outputs, don't we? So I don't know if we can actually do this on... We can have that being an input, and then the other 2 inputs would share that line, but then we'd have to have another line with the output, and then these beacons would be too far away. They wouldn't fit. Unless we do some belt weaving. Yeah, we'll have to do some belt weaving. So we'll have to have a mixture of... let's put some reds there, red undergrounds there. Here on the floor there. Right, so we need to have on the input there, and that's going to be over, under, over, under. Is that going to be? No, not. It's going to be so we're basically going to need that goes underground. We'll have one going over, under, over. Let's just stagger those, because I might need to just move these machines a little bit further apart. I think I will. So that one needs to be, each machine needs to be lined up with the blue underground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we need to have an input on each of those. And an output on each of those. So the outputs are going to go onto the red belt. And the inputs are going to come in again from the copper on here. need lots and lots of beacons along there, going up to about there, something like that. That one still does match up onto that one. We'll have 4 of those in each of those. Haven't really got room to put substations in, have we? So we'll just have I think we'll just need to have something like that there. At least that's got everything powered up there, apart from that one, which will do that. So we need to have, we don't need that one there, that can start coming there, so this is going to be steel and plastic, isn't it? And if it turns out that there's not enough copper coming along here, I'll have to sort of just wire a second line in and just have one copper line sort of stopping here and then another copper line doing the other 5 machines at the other end. Right, steel and plastic. So there's some low density structures coming out. Electric engines needs lubricant, engine units and electronic circuits, and I need 2 machines making that. Electric engines. So the engines that I'm making down here oh, that'll do. Way down to there. Right, so that needs the electric engine units and the electronic circuits and lubricant. So engine units are on the bottom. We're getting green circuits to come in here and go onto the top. And then the lubricant, we'll have to just redo this pipeline. Right, 12, do. So we've got our electric engines, we've got our flying robot frames, so we just need to we need batteries, and then the electric engines go into flying robot frames. So we need 2 chemical plants making the batteries, and the batteries need Why has it not got the... oh, it's already there. Right, so the batteries need... Right, let's control right click and delete that and delete that. So we've already got a thing here for batteries. So that needs sulfuric acid, copper plate, iron plate, 2 chemical plants. Do I have 2 chemical plants? I do. Yeah, we'll just have these up the top here. Right, so we'll have the sulfuric acid coming in at the probably have these. No, I don't need to have them any lower down, they're covered by that, that's fine. How many do they need? Oh, only one of each. The one inserter will be fine for that. So we need to have that going across to there, and then we'll have that coming out that way or something like that. Just put that back. Over there. That's fine. So that needs copper plate and iron plate. So that powered up. So, flying robot frames. 3 machines making those. Need and they are assembly machines. Let's just stick one down there for temporarily and just have a look at are they an intermediate product? No, they are not. Where are they? Flying robot frames. Come on. Yes, they are. Right, we need 3 circuits, 1 plate. Yeah, so everything else can basically just go on. So we need 2 input lines and 1 output line. How many of these machines did we need? 3. I can put in, I'll move these around in a minute. I'm just sort of getting the rough layout. So we'll have input there, input there. We can use a couple of those just to label things up. So that one needs to be right, batteries and electric engines, because we're getting those from here. So we have electric engines going into there and batteries. And then this one's going to be green circuits and steel. And then this is going to be, so we're going to need something like that. I'll always put more on the end in a minute. And then the flying robot frames can just sort of basically come out and go along there, can't they? Something like that. Ten, 11, 10, that probably. That's interesting, they're not lined up, are they? Right, 12, yeah, 10, 11. That'll be 12. Everything powered there, so we need green circuits and steel. And then, in fact, we can just have the batteries and the thing coming in the other way, because they're both batteries and engine units. So those are the batteries. Those are the engine units, so we'll have those. Something like that. Green circuits and steel. And then we just need some processing units. So, how many machines? We need 3 machines making processing units, and they still need like 2,000 electronic circuits coming in, which is going to be almost another belt. So I might just need to run another belt up the middle and just use that one. So all those are express, aren't they? That's the blue belt. Let's run that all the way up there. Let's see where we're getting to. Now then, processing units take green, red and more sulfuric acid. So I've got some sulfuric acid coming in here for the batteries. So let's have a look at, where are the batteries? What are we doing those over here? No, that's electric engines. There's the batteries, that's the sulfuric acid there. So let's have a think about doing three machines making processing units over here. So we're going to need again ideally I want to have a full line of green and then another line of red circuits, but there's not going to be enough space. Unless I do the red circuits coming in down here. Being fed into there, and then the blue circuits coming out. So let's just get my couple of constant combinators so I can remember what I'm doing. That is going to be green circuits coming in. That one is going to be red circuits coming in. Come on, get it in a line. One won't reach. Right, out of beacons. Let's go back into range of some bots. Oh no, they're just doing it from the base, okay. But this is going to be a little bit spaghetti-ish. I'll just feed that line all the way across because that reach all the way over to there. No, it won't. That's annoying. See, that's out of lubricant, so we need to make sure that everything sort of keeps chugging along, don't we? Bit of a wibbly wobbly line, but there you go. Red circuits needs to come in down here as well somehow. I think I'll probably get them to come down here and then up. Where's my line of red circuits? It's just there. So let's cut that off over there. Let's just run. This could well be the last bit of the last ingredient I need to fit into there. Making some. Right, so I think we've now got all the ingredients we need. We've got blue circuits, we've got flying robot frames, and we've got low density structures. So we need 5 machines making the utility science. We'll have them along over here, so we can just reuse this row, I think. So hang on, let's have a look what we've got over here. So we've got the flying robot frames coming out there. We've got the blue circuits. What's the ratios for these? Let's just put one down there. Like that. Let's have a little look. 2, 1, and 3. Yeah. Well, the processing units and the flying robot frames on their own line, so those. Processing units, flying robot frames. And low density structures, which were coming out along here, weren't they? Okay. How many of those did we need? 5. Let's put those in there. 1. Any more robots on the way with those? Have we not got any in stock? Let's grab some off a train. Right, so we'll have the flying robot frames being on the, yeah. Being on the top so that the utility science can be put onto the bottom. So we want out, 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 in, 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 in. Oh. Let's have a substation over there and a substation over there. That'll power everything. Most things anyway. I'll have another substation over there. Right. So then we'll have a nice long line. That's why the robots weren't bringing me anything. I turned them off temporarily. Okay. So insert some of those into there, some of those, some of those. Batteries can go into there. The wood I can get rid of. The gears. To there. So, we basically have one line of that. One line of that. We need to work out. Am I going to keep these existing these? I'll put a row of beacons sort of in between to speed those up. I'll put some beacons on the top and bottom. I'll change the power. Um, How am I going to power this lot? If I get some substations. What I might have to do is just put some undergrounds. In there. Substations down there. Something like that. I might need to just have some more underground somewhere around there, and we'll do something like that. That's got everything powered. So we need right, red and green were on the bottom too, so something like that. Bump up all the productivity, because that was still only prod 1s. Probably got way too many of these labs now. Yeah, let's empty out the military science from there. Don't mind about picking up everything else, I'll feed them back in as well. This might just be a little bit more of a squeeze. split that out to there. We'll do that. It's not the neatest in the world, but it works. Right, so we'll wait and see how they get upgraded. We can probably, now's the time I think, to upgrade all of these smelting arrays to beaconed ones, electric smelting. At least that line going in down there is full. Have we not got any? We're not getting an awful lot of lubricant coming out of there. There's again, it's because all the plastic has dried up, because we're not doing any research. Is there anything that we can research? There are a few. Right, lab research speed 6. Yeah, because I've recycled a lot of these science packs, then you know the factories for those aren't running at full tilt. But it'll get through them. Right, so at the next episode I will have a go at doing rockets and see if we can get some space science on the go, because that leads us on to the infinite researches, which just carry on forever and a day. So things like I can still do more worker robot cargo size, but things like infinite mining capacity, there it is, mining productivity and worker robot speed. Just get the robots going faster and faster, but the main one's going to be mining productivity. That's the one I'm just going to keep going and going and going with. But there's still a few other bits of research. Braking force 3, inserter capacity bonus 6 I can do. Braking force 4. The braking forces mean that the trains can run faster and just sort of hit the brakes closer to the stations. So the trains can just run at full speed for longer. So as long as those are working, and you know we've got some lubricant on the go, and we're still sort of using up the plastic and whatever, then you know manufacturing of belts and things like that should just sort of tick along. Now then, that is going quite slowly. Is that because we're making lots of yeah, we're chugging along making lots and lots of rails to use in the science. I don't know how many rails we're actually going to have left over to build the octagons with. So I'll have to upgrade that belt for the Yeah, the stone belt there's blue. Yeah, I'm going to start running out of research to do very, very soon. And then when I do, everything here will grind to a halt and I'm going to run out of lubricant again. See, I don't think you can have a factory that just produces lubricant unless you do... You have to do something with the petroleum, don't you? So the lubricant is just off. The lubricant is just off heavy oil, isn't it? That takes all the heavy oil and turns it into lubricant. So, what recipes can we have? We've got heavy oil to light. The only way to make heavy oil is from now I suppose we could use coal liquefaction to get lubricant because that produces a lot of heavy oil. It still produces a little bit of petroleum. Mind you, as we start producing rocket fuel, so we'll make solid fuel, we'll make where is it? Solid fuel and light oil goes to make the rocket fuel. Now we need that obviously to launch the rockets, so we'll use the petroleum. Yeah, any spare petroleum we can use to make solid fuel with. And that should keep everything ticking over as long as we've got yeah, plenty of things being produced. Got some flying robot frames and engine units. Let's just dump these in somewhere. Can use that up. So that was quite a marathon to get that yellow science produced. But we are producing the yellow science. We have used up all the sciences that we had. I mean, there's still 133 blue in there and 147 in there, 180 yellow in there. So it'll get used up eventually. Right, that has now upgraded. Still waiting for the blue splitters. Why are we not getting blue splitters? That's because that's way down there. And we still need lubricants. There's not enough lubricant coming in. Yeah, everything's ground to a halt again now because we're not doing the research. That's the thing with the factories, everything needs to keep running unless there's a way of just dumping petroleum just to keep everything else running. Now I know in like editor extensions there's a mod that gives us things like I don't know if I've actually got it on here or if it's just on my sandbox world, or I haven't sort of enabled it, but there are. I mean, I can start, yeah, when I start making rocket fuel it'll be fine, because that'll use up the petroleum, because we can use that, we can turn any spare petroleum into solid fuel. So I'm not worrying about it for now. At the next episode I'll get rockets on the go. And I know I've said this like 10 episodes ago or 20 episodes ago or whatever, but I think the time has come, the walrus said, to build some rockets. Okay, so for now I'll leave it there, and I'll see you next time.